In today's lesson, we are going to learn how to draw a dragon's eye. To start, we are going to draw a lemon shape. So we want to make sure that we are drawing lightly so that when we erase, we don't get ghost lines. Ghost lines are where you have drawn darkly and you erase and you can still see that there was a line there. To avoid ghost lines, hold your pencil further back and draw very lightly on the page. Again, we are drawing a lemony shape. You could consider it a circle and then add on a triangle on both sides and then add another circle. So you could break down the lemon shape into shapes by drawing a large circle, 2 triangles, and a smaller circle at that point. So now we have a nice lemony shape for the base of our eye. We do want to go ahead and draw a circle inside of our lemony shape. I am going to draw through the shape as the eyeball would set outside of the lemony shape. We're going to erase those parts of the circle because we don't need them. We just need the part that is inside of our lemon. Alright, so we have the base of our dragon eye drawn. Now for the fun part, adding the scales and the detailing. So, what I'm going to start with is we're going to start by making a shape right out here. It's kind of a rectangular shape. But then I'm going to draw a line that follows the upper part of the lemony shape, and it kind of ends connecting to the tip of the lemon shape. What we're going to do is we're going to go inside of this and we are going to build up rectangular like shapes that will be our first set of scales for our dragon eye. And again, it's just going to fade in to this corner right here. As I'm starting my next scale, it's just underneath the point of the one before it. So it's creating that layered effect of one on top of another. I erase some of my extra lines. You get a clearer picture of it. But a dragon doesn't have just one row of scales. A dragon has lots and lots of scales. So I am going to start by adding another row that is going to follow and flare up instead of down. We're also going to have some smaller scales follow along the bottom part of the eye. Alright, So for this setup here, we're going to finish the top part of our scales. I keep wanting to do a downward curve, but for what we need on this ridge right here, we need upward curves. That means I actually need to come over here and make them an upward curve. It may not feel like a big deal, but it's not. It really isn't a big deal. To go down or have that downward curve or an upward curve. It just depends on the look that you're going for. It's completely up to you because you are the artist which direction your scales look like they're going, whether it's that upward curve or a downward curve. It is up to you. All I can do is give you suggestions. And over here, it's starting to turn upwards. So we would have a little bit of that downward scale. Alright, so I'm going to come over here to this, still working in this top row here. But we're going to add some horns. So it'll have a circular base. Same thing here. We'll start off with a circular base. And then a triangle. Again, a circular base and a triangle. Circular base, triangle. I'm going to have to go back and erase some lines. The scale be a little bit larger than what I initially drew. Again, it's going to have a circular base. We're going to erase the inside lines. Down here, for the scales, it gets a lot easier. These scales are very close together. Them a little bit larger the further out you go. And these scales are not all going to be the same size or shape, and that's okay. So as I am going outwards, my scales are going to start getting a little bit larger, starting to close in on the gap in size between these little bitty ones that go around the eye and these larger ones that also go around the eye. Alright, that's all for this video. I will do another video on how to color the dragon eye, and I look forward to seeing your wonderful creations.